This tutorial covers Section 2 of 4 in the Automation Systems module. It's all about cataloging and maintaining the collection database. Our school's destiny is a single system. That is, we do not have other school collections available in our database. First, we need to open the cataloging module. Here's what it looks like when I've logged in. In order to get to the cataloging tools, I need to click on the Catalog tab, and the world of information opens for me. With Destiny, choosing material types is as easy as another click. In order to add new material, which is theoretically when I would need to set up a new material type, I would first click on Add Title in the left bar. Then, when I click on the Find field, I see where Destiny has, as expected, already done the work for me, a pre-populated drop-down menu that gives several options. First is any type, then artifacts, books, computer files, electronic books, and so on, all the way down through videos in alphabetical order. In my school's Destiny, we have actually only cataloged books. At the moment, the only other possible material type we might need is video. However, all of our videos are available only for teacher checkout and have not been entered into the system since there just aren't that many available. Deleting materials from Destiny is one of the easiest tasks, and that's kind of scary. But don't worry, you won't go wrong. The most challenging piece is knowing which option in the Catalog tab to click. You want Update Copies near the bottom. Since we are usually weeding when we delete a copy, unless you're correcting a mistake, make sure to check that option, Track as Weeded. If you've got a cart full or two of old and non-circulated books that you need to remove from the collection, it's easy to do that individually to each book standing at the circulation desk. Get your stack of books ready and start scanning. Right here, where you are on this screen. A sensitive scanner goes fast, so make sure you keep an eye on the screen to double check that each book is being added to the weeding list. It'll show up right here in this area. It's easy to hear the beep twice and think you've gone on to the next book, but to see that it actually scanned the same one twice, not the next one. The weeded books are recorded, and you can go back and print that list if you need to. If you're confident that you really do need to delete all the titles from a specific Destiny report, then you just need to create and save a text file of those barcodes to your computer. When you click on the Batch Delete tab over here on the right side of the screen, upload the file of records you've saved to your computer, and your records will be deleted. Again, you'll probably want to make sure Track as Weeded is checked before you upload the file. And delete by clicking the Update button after you've submitted the file, and then click on Yes. When Destiny is finished doing the work for you, it will generate a report of every deleted copy. Adding materials in Destiny is a piece of cake. Rather than creating my own record by pulling data from the CIP information in a single book, it's much faster to let Destiny's resources do the work for me. Z-sources have not been added to my library's new Destiny subscription. However, we are automatically accessing Alliance Plus whenever adding new materials. Alliance Plus has access to over 11 million full MARC records, so I should be able to find whatever I'm looking for. I have two main methods of adding new materials, either manually or through an import function. As I alluded to earlier, there are a few more keystrokes involved in adding new materials than in deleting. If I'm just adding a few books that came from various vendors, the easiest way is to add them individually by ISBN number. Hopefully, I'm sitting near my scanner so I don't have to type the ISBN in the field, but if not, accurate typing certainly works. I click over here on the left on Add Title and choose the material type. I'm going to go ahead and just say any type with ISBN. I'm actually going to add a book here that I know is not in our collection. It's called A Southern Garden, and I'm going to type in the ISBN number, which I've already done once, so I can click here, and then click Go. Here is my book, A Southern Garden, and I can see from the A plus that the information is being drawn from Alliance Plus. When I click on the book title, I glance through the record and I'm happy to see that it's got plenty of subject headings and even a book summary. So I mouse over to the right side and click on Add Copies. I'm waiting for it. And then I would fill in whatever pertinent information I wanted to add, certainly the barcode, maybe the purchase price. And then I would click on Save Copies. And I have now added this book to my, I would have to add a barcode, and I'm not going to do that right now. But that is how you would add a book to your collection. Often we're receiving large orders of books that would make adding them to Destiny in the previous manner very tedious. Destiny knows that and once again offers to do the job for us. First, we have to ask our book jobber to send a computer file with book-by-book bibliographic data in the order. You'll need to save the file to your computer so that you can add the file to Destiny when you get to that step. So this time, go over to the left bar and click on Import Titles. There are quite a few options to choose from, but Destiny comes with the most frequently chosen options selected as the default, so that's what we'll use. We'll match the titles if in the strictest fashion, and replace the existing title if the incoming title is better. We'll skip the incoming copy if its barcode matches an existing copy's barcode. Finally, we'll attach the file by clicking on the Choose File button and leave the default information regarding the imported file as is. Because Destiny aims to please, we should always click on the preview before we go straight to the import button. When dealing with external files, it's possible that errors will occur, and previewing the information would alert you to that right away. Suppose I notice a book that is missing the subtitle in the Destiny record. It's easy to go in and make that correction or make any changes to the MARC record. Let's search on my practice book, A Southern Garden, by going back to the title cataloging page and clicking in the main title section, Southern Garden. I'm going to click on my copy. There are two changes that I'm going to make to the MARC record using two different methods. First, I want to change from title details to MARC view option. And then, after I've seen that there is that lovely MARC record, I'm going to click on Edit Title. I know that tag 245B is where a subtitle would go. And while this book doesn't officially have a subtitle, I'm going to make one up just for the purpose of this tutorial. We're going to put in 245B, click to add content. B, 245B. I'm going to say 50th Anniversary Edition. Don't worry, I'll delete the record when I finish. I see a blank ready for me to type, and there we had it. Now I'm going to scroll down to the bottom right and click on Save Title. When I do, I see that Destiny has a better suggestion for me. And so I am going to accept that suggestion and click on Save Title. The other editing option is to click on Easy Editor after I'm in the MARC view. So I'm going to click on Edit Title just like we did before, and then click on Use Easy Editor. This time I'll add the edition number 4 for this book. The Easy Editor doesn't require me to remember MARC record tags, so I'll just look for the field edition and type in 4th. Then scroll down to the bottom and click on Save Title. Once again, Destiny knows best, and it has a suggestion, so I'm going to accept that before I save the title. I have now successfully changed a MARC record in two places using two different methods. Depending on where Destiny is getting bibliographic data will determine the type of subject headings imported with the records. Some are Sears, others are Library of Congress, and there's certainly others out there too. This is an area you'll need to pay close attention to in order to assure the best possible search experience for your patrons. For example, If I'm looking for a book about boys and holes, two come to mind before I ever search: Holes by Louis Sachar and Sam and Dave Dig a Hole by Mac Barnett. Let's see what happens when I do a subject search using just those two terms, boys and holes. Only Sam and Dave shows up, but I know we have holes in our collection. So I'll narrow the search to just holes and see what happens. Still not getting the book that I'm hoping to find. So I'm going to change holes to a title search. And now I'm rewarded with both books. But I need to examine why. When I examine holes and look down at the subject headings, I don't see either holes or boys listed as a subject heading. That's not all that surprising, but this is a case where the authority file for subject headings needs a little looking into. I hope you've picked up a thing or two about maintaining your collection and destiny that you didn't already know. Please subject yourself to a short quiz after this tutorial that highlights the most important things to know in Section 2. And make sure you view Sections 1, 3, and 4 for a complete overview of using Destiny as your library's OPAC.